Hey everybody, hope you're having a great day. I just wanted to jump in today and talk with you about meditation. I know we talked about meditation a little bit yesterday in yesterday's video, so I wanted to just go into more detail about meditation today, why it's beneficial to angel moms such as ourselves, how to meditate, how long you need to meditate for, different types of meditation, things like that. And because yesterday I started the video and I didn't check my mic and I was talking to myself, trying to talk to you guys with no sound, let me just go ahead and make sure today that I am getting my, yep, okay, that's my voice. Okay, and then again, apologize for the stuff in the back. I just moved. Haven't gotten in here yet. I'm still trying to organize like the rest of my house. It is so overwhelming. But slowly but surely we will get there. So as usual, my notes are on my phone. So if you see me looking down, you do have my full respect and attention. I'm just looking at my notes on my phone. So I know I look crazy today. It's Sunday. I've just been cleaning and doing stuff around the house. My friends are about to come over and we're going to barbecue and stuff, and it should be really fun. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Hopefully, looks like everything's working right. All right, guys. So this Facebook Live is entitled 10 Reasons Why. Hi, I can't see who's on from the computer. I think I need to look from my phone. But thank you so much for being here. So the video is titled 10 Reasons Why Angel Moms. Oh, Christine. Hi, Christine. I can see who it is now. Okay. Hi, Christine. Hope you're having a good Sunday. The video is titled 10 Reasons Why Angel Moms Should Meditate, but honestly, there are way more than 10 reasons why. Meditation is amazing. It helps with so many different things, but for the sake of time and so that you don't... Hi, Christine. I'm so happy you're here. For the sake of time and for me to not bore you, we're just going to talk about 10 today. So... let me see where I'm going to start. So one of the reasons why people don't meditate is because they think that meditation means that you're supposed to sit down and not think about anything for a really long time, right? But that's actually not true. So you have to think because you have a brain and that's what your brain is designed to do. It's designed to think. So it's not that you're supposed to sit down and not think about anything, but meditation helps to cut through like all the noise and all the different things that we're trying to think about and process and find answers to, and problems we're trying to solve. Like our brains are just doing a million things per second, right? But meditation just helps you to slow things down and only concentrate on like one or two things in that moment. So it's not that you're not going to think about anything, but you're going to just be focused on, oh my God, I can never figure out. It's so weird. So you're just going to be thinking about like one or two things that you really want to focus on. Maybe you need clarity in these areas. And so that's what meditation really is. It's not something for you to not think about anything, because that's impossible. You have a brain and brains think. That's what it's for. So another reason why people don't meditate, before I jump into the reasons why we should, I felt it would be beneficial to just kind of dispel some myths and things like that. So another reason why people don't meditate is they feel like they don't have the time. But meditation is not about how long you meditate. It's more so about the frequency. So meditating for 5 minutes per day will do wonders for your life. Just 5 minutes. Okay? But you got to do it every day. Whereas, like, if you think that, if you meditate for 30 minutes today and then you don't do it again for like a week, and then maybe you try it again in 2 weeks, and then whatever, like you're not going to see any results that way. But if you do it daily for just 5 minutes, then it's going to make a world of difference in your life. And I mean, 5 minutes, you can create that 5 minutes by either setting your alarm for 5 minutes earlier, going to, just make sure you meditate right before bed. You can meditate in the shower. You can meditate on the toilet, like wherever. You can meditate in bed. I know another myth is that you have to be sitting in like the lotus position, which is that probably the most popular way you've seen people meditate, when they sit with their legs crossed and they have their palms up. Sometimes they do different hand symbols. But you don't have to do that. Sometimes you can just lay in bed and meditate. And a way that you can meditate, especially in the beginning, are guided meditations. And that just means that you're listening to someone kind of direct you along. On YouTube, there are so many guided meditations that you can do based on what you need in that moment. So there are guided meditations for helping you through grief. There are guided meditations to help you become more successful. There are guided meditations to help you become more confident. Like whatever you need, there is some kind of guided meditation out there that can help you to just keep you centered during your meditation. And like I said, the guided meditations are great in the beginning because you are trying to figure out, like, what do I think about? What do I do? Whatever. So with the guided meditation, someone's telling you, like, okay, breathe deeply or focus on this or whatever. And it's very soft. It's very mellow. It's not like, a drill sergeant talking to you or anything. And when you come out of it, you just feel so good. So those are guided meditations. I mentioned to you guys yesterday that my personal favorite right now, where I am in my grief and just where I am in my life, I personally like breathing meditations right now because they, I focus on the actual breathing. So I really don't end up thinking about anything else because I'm just focused on making sure that I'm doing my breaths correctly and that I'm like, that I'm doing it right, if that makes sense. So that's guided meditations versus breathing meditations. Like I said, you only need to meditate for 5 minutes per day. If you can do 5 minutes in the morning and 5 minutes at night, like that is going to do wonders in your life. You'll see a difference within like 2 weeks. So in terms of the benefits of meditation, let me just make sure I talked about everything I wanted to so far. Yes. So in terms of the benefits, and I mentioned this one to you guys in yesterday's video, that there is a study that was conducted by, I believe it was Johns Hopkins, where they showed that meditation was just as effective as an antidepressant. So the hard part about grief is you want something, especially in the beginning, you just want something that's going to take this pain away. You just want something that's going to fix you. But unfortunately, there's nothing that's just going to, fix you. Everything is a process. Everything is going to require inner work. So even if you go to therapy, it's not like you go to therapy once and you're fixed. It's not like you take an antidepressant and you're fixed with a magic pill. It's not like you do your meditations and you're fixed in 2 weeks. Like, this process is really going to involve inner work and you really getting to know yourself in a way that you never had to before. But if you, and obviously I'm not a doctor, so I'm not telling you to take an antidepressant or not take it. But what I'm sharing with you is that in the study, meditation was found to be as effective as an antidepressant. I can actually, when the video was done, I'll post a link to that study if you guys are interested in learning more about that. But basically, meditation is an active training of the mind to increase awareness And so that's why it's able to just help you to do all these amazing things. So it's not like, like anything else. It's not like do this thing one time and you'll never have problems again. You're gonna always have to be working through it. Another benefit of meditation is that it reduces stress. Of course, grief comes with a lot of stress. Or I should say loss comes with a lot of stress. There's a lot of emotions that you're trying to figure out. Many of us, and we've talked about this here with each other, depending on the type of losses that we have to be making funeral arrangements and trying to figure out how we're going to navigate our way back to work, like what that's going to look like for us. Eventually trying to figure out if we want to try again. Like there's so many things that come up after loss that is really, really stressful. So meditation just helps you to deal with that stress in a productive way, mainly because it helps you to be more or think more clearly. The third thing that it can help you with is your concentration. I don't know about you guys, but I know after my loss, I was a complete mess. When I went back to work, I couldn't focus. I couldn't even remember like simple stuff. Not to mention like my passwords and just like how to do, but I couldn't focus because all I was thinking about was my loss. And in that time, I was just thinking about how much my life was changing and how different things were. So it was really hard for me to focus on work because my mind was somewhere else. So, So meditation can help you with concentration as well if you have trouble focusing due to your loss or anything else. We all have different personalities. My friends like to say that I'm like, I don't know if you guys have seen that movie when the characters are like squirrel and then they like start looking at something else, like they get very distracted by like these squirrels or whatever, or like something shiny. My friends always tease me and say I'm just like that. So concentration has never been like a strong suit for me anyway. Definitely after my loss, I had even more problems concentrating. So meditation can help you with that. Meditation also encourages a healthy lifestyle. You're doing all this inner work, and meditation, it just makes you more mindful about everything. It helps you with self-awareness, which we talked about before. I am oddly self-aware even before I started doing meditation, and I think that I can attribute that to journaling, because journaling also makes you self-aware. And I talked to you guys yesterday about the fact that I started journaling at 9, and I've journaled ever since, and I have every single journal that I've ever written since the 4th grade in one of these boxes. Meditation helps you with that as well. Meditation also helps to increase acceptance, which we know is the very last step of grief. But through meditation, you can, not necessarily get the answers, but you can work through it in a way that feels a little more, or you can, let me try to think of the word, because it's not easier, but you do experience more ease because of meditation, because you are more clear, because you're a little calmer, because you're more centered. So maybe you're just able to process things a lot better. So that's probably what pushes you along to the acceptance part when it comes to meditation. And, I'm not going to tell you if you start meditating that you're going to get to acceptance within 2 months or 6 months or whatever. We all have our own journeys, and all of our losses are different. Even if we experience the same type of loss, everyone's experience is different, because all of our babies were different people, and we're all different people. So we have different personalities. We had, different attachments to our babies that we've lost. But when it comes to grief, although our journeys are different, although everyone has their own time, the stages of grief are the same, and acceptance is the very last part. So if you are needing help with eventually getting there, meditation may be great for you. Meditation helps with slowing down aging. I don't know if this has anything to do with grief, but I mean, who doesn't want to slow down aging, right? I want to look 12 forever. I don't think I look 12 now, but I don't know. It also helps you, it helps with your cardiovascular and immune health. So the reason why I definitely want to talk about this is because loss comes with a lot of stress. And stress can do so many horrible things to our bodies, like we don't even realize. It can affect certain organs. It affects our energy levels. It can basically break your body down, which if your immune system is low, that's just an invitation for all kinds of sicknesses and, different things to enter our bodies. Stress is horrible. So if you can practice meditation and kind of work through your stresses and things like that, then it's harder for your body to break down, especially if you're in a good mental state. So meditation can certainly help with that as well. And my last point is that meditation can help you with self-control. And this point is important because with grief, I don't know about you guys, but I had days where I went through like 5 different emotions. I would be happy at one point, then I'd be angry, then I'd be sad, then I'd be happy again, and this would be all in like one day. So, meditation just helps with that self-control so that you can really just be more mindful of your emotions. Self-control also comes into play when it comes to how we're dealing with our grief. A lot of us might pick up habits that aren't healthy for us because we're just looking for a way to suppress our grief or a way to deal with it. And we might pick up habits or pick up back old habits that we'd kicked before just as a way to like numb ourselves, So meditation certainly helps with self-control. I'm trying to think what I did. That was, I don't know if I picked up any bad habits because of my grief. Maybe overeating a little bit, if I'm being honest. So when it comes to self-control, meditation can certainly help you in that way. I don't know. You guys can let me know in the comments, like, is there any parts of your life where you felt like was out of control after your loss? Where you were like, oh my God, like I can't believe I'm doing this. I know one of the ladies in this group here, she mentioned that she had quit smoking years ago, but due to her loss, it kind of triggered her to start smoking again. So, and her and I did talk about meditation and things like that to help her to work through that, because that was something that she was saying she wanted to not continue doing. So I don't know, do you guys have any habits that you picked up or any areas of your life where you feel like you're not in control anymore and you need a little bit of help? And then overall, meditation and we talked about this again yesterday a little bit, but meditation just helps with anxiety and depression. If you're looking for a natural way to deal with anxiety, deal with depression, meditation is it, in addition to like working out. Working out is also a great natural way to to deal with anxiety and depression. For me, meditation is how I deal with my anxiety. I never suffered from anxiety until my loss, but these past 6 years, it's something that I've been dealing with. And the only thing that really helps me with it is meditation. And working out is a form of active meditation. I'm sorry, I don't think I spoke about that earlier, but there are different types of meditation. So like I mentioned before, sitting down and, listening to guided meditations or doing breathing meditations, that's a form of meditation. But you can also do active meditation, such as working out, journaling, cooking is actually considered an active meditation as well. Baking, things like that. Anything where you are moving around, but you have to only think about that one thing. So, like cooking or baking, for example, you have to be totally focused on that, or you're gonna just end up burning down your kitchen, right? And then I know for me, baking is very therapeutic. I haven't baked in a while because, I mean, who's gonna eat it if I bake it? Me. And I mean, I really don't need to be eating anyone's baked goods right now. Okay, I need to get back in the gym, so I haven't baked in a while. But cooking and baking are great, you know, and those are great hobbies. Those are great active meditations, and those are like great distractions, you know, that they're not gonna harm you in any kind of way or affect you in a negative way. And you can always, you know, cook healthy meals or, you know, just try new things. It's a good hobby to have. Maybe I'll get back into baking. I gotta convince my husband to eat sweets. He's not big on sweets at all. But let's see. Thanks for clarifying about where to meditate. I always said I don't have time to meditate because I don't have a nice comfy pillow or quiet room. I can definitely meditate 5 minutes before bed. Absolutely, Christine. Like, you know, again, there's just so many myths about meditation, which is why I understand why people don't do it. You know, you don't have to be sitting down, legs crossed, whatever. You can lay down. Just lay down and, you know, get your phone now. I'm sure most of us sleep with our phones next to us, which is really bad. But you can just lay down. You can go onto YouTube, and then you can search guided meditation for, and then whatever it is that you're dealing with that day. So maybe that day you're dealing with anxiety, so you can put in guided meditation for anxiety. Or maybe that day you may feel like, you know, I don't feel that confident or something. Put in a guided meditation for confidence. And you can just lay there and chill. And meditating right before bed, oh my God, it makes sleep so much better. Nadine asks, doesn't meditation make you think more? Because I'm an overthinker. I'm an overthinker too. Meditation doesn't... You know what? I can say probably in the beginning, you will start to overthink, but that's why the guided meditations are better for when you're first starting out, because you're listening to the voice, and the voice on this recording is telling you whether you need to breathe in or breathe out, or think about this, think about that, or you're going to feel this, you're going to feel that. So your brain is so focused on what the guided meditation is saying that you don't really have much room to think about all the other things that are stressing you out. So that's why I always suggest for beginners, guided meditations. Those are amazing. And again, you can go on YouTube and you can find lots of free meditations on there. I posted a few weeks ago in the group a guided meditation for angel moms. Once this is done, I'm going to find it again, and I'm going to post it under this video so that you guys will have a direct link to it if you would like to use that particular type of meditation. So yeah, definitely start out with guided meditations, and once meditation becomes a habit and you have that, you start learning the discipline and the control, and you start feeling it, then you can always do, you know, just like a regular breathing meditation, or you can just put on like really soft music. Maybe it's just like a river flowing and you're just listening to that and you're meditating on whatever it is that you want to meditate on. But definitely start with the guided meditations. You're so welcome. Like, meditation, like, I can't say it solves everything, but it makes life feel so much easier, because we're so stressed, and not just about, you know, losing our pregnancies or our infants, but just life in general. You know, we have a lot of shit that we're dealing with anyway, and then this on top of it, like, just as the human race, like as a society, like everything, like, generally, we are so stressed. We're stressed about work. We're stressed about family. We're stressed about health. We're stressed about our goals. We're stressed about everything. So I recommend meditations for everyone, but especially for us, because on top of everyday stresses, we're also dealing with grief and this big loss. So meditation, I'm telling you, if you can just do it every day, 5 minutes, just 5 minutes. You can, I get my phone and I just set a timer on here for 5 minutes, and 5 minutes goes by so quickly. It's nothing. It's nothing, and then you're going to start feeling so good that you're going to want to meditate, maybe right when you wake up and when you're going to bed. I used to meditate a lot when I was working in corporate America, just because I just didn't want to be there and it was driving me crazy. So I wasn't even meditating because of my loss at that time. I was just trying not to walk out and quit and set the place on fire and curse everybody out. So meditation can definitely help you across the board with anything that you are going through. And not just stress. I use meditation also for, I use meditation when I want to manifest things. For me, owning a house has been a big goal of mine for the past few years. My husband and I, we've been together. In November, we'll be together for 13 years. And as far back into our relationship as I can remember, we've always talked about owning a house. And once I became really intentional about it, I was like, you know what? I'm going to start meditating about my house. So I would just put on some really relaxing music, and I'd meditate. And this is another form of meditation, visualization meditation, where you're thinking about something in particular. So I would always visualize this home that I wanted for my family, how many bedrooms I wanted, what I wanted it to look like, in the neighborhood I wanted it to be in, things like that. And by the grace of God, 2 weeks ago we closed on our first home, and we've been in the house now for a week, hence why I am not fully unpacked. But I love to use meditation to manifest whatever I want, and I am a really good manifester. I think the house is probably the biggest thing I've manifested, but I manifested my husband from a journal entry. I've manifested different cars I've driven. I've manifested meeting people that I really admired. I've manifested it actually happening. Just anything, people, things, relationships, situations, circumstances. If I want something, I meditate on it, and I attract it to me. So if you guys are interested in doing a meditation Facebook Live, I would love to do that with you guys. That would be a big one. That would be probably a whole class. I'm gonna have to put together a presentation for you and everything. Manifestation is amazing. You can manifest how you want to feel. You can manifest things you want, people you want to meet, circumstances. I'm telling you. You can even now you can manifest yourself, or you can visualize what you want your life to really be like. So I know one thing that I used to do a lot when I was really in the thick of my grief, I would just manifest what I wanted my life to look like when I was better. And I would just think about being on the beach. I would just think about being relaxed. I could hear the water. I could feel my feet in the sand. And I lived in New York at the time of my loss. And I think I meditated on that so much. I didn't realize it was a form of meditation at the time. But I've always had a really big imagination. So I think I meditated on that so hard, I manifested us moving to Florida, because that's exactly what happened. After our daughter passed, circumstances started happening that basically forced us out of New York and to Florida. So, manifesting is real, and you can do it through meditation. So I'll definitely put together a whole thing for you guys on that, Christine. Oh, what's happening? Am I frozen? What did I do? Okay, we're back. Okay, sorry, I think it froze. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna put together a manifestation workshop. I think that'd be really dope. Also want to put together a meditation. Okay, we're back. All right, sorry, I don't know what's going on with my internet. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here because I have friends coming over in a second. We're gonna barbecue, which I'm really excited about. Okay, thanks, Nadine. I don't know what's going on today. Yesterday, I was talking to you guys with no mic. I forgot to turn my mic on. Today, the internet's going out. I don't really know, but we're gonna work it out. So, again, let me know what topics you guys want me to talk about in these Facebook Lives. And that's what I'll do. And now that I've moved and I'm, getting settled, my goal is to hop on here more frequently and have conversations with you guys because I love talking to you guys and I'm just so appreciative that you've chosen this group to help you along in your journey. There are so many groups out there. I've been a part of some and a lot of them I didn't really like. So my goal is to make this group everything that I feel like I didn't get in other groups. And not to, I'm not bashing those groups or anything like that, but my goal is to help you guys to move along in your healing journey, not just talk about your loss and not just be sad and then, someone else jumps in and they're sad with you and then it's like everybody's just sad and we're all just sad together. Like, of course, we can do that sometimes. We're human, we all have bad days. But my goal is to really just help you to rediscover the power within yourselves, to understand that this loss doesn't mean that this is the end of your life. You're still here, you are still living, and you still have a gift that you need to bring to the world. But in order for you to do that, you have to be able to move along in your journey. And if I didn't have someone to help move me along, I wouldn't be able to turn around and help others move along in their journey as well. So, that is what this group is about. And when I say move along, I don't mean to forget about your babies or your experiences. Like, we're never going to forget about our children. We're never going to not think about these experiences. But we can still go on to live full and meaningful lives where we are serving other people and helping other people in a way that we want to be helped as well. So have a beautiful Sunday. I thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you, Christine. Thank you, Nadine. Thank you so much for being here. Anyone else who's watching the replay, thank you so much. I love you all. If there's anyone who you think would benefit from this group, you can go ahead and add them in and I'll approve it. But yeah, just have a blessed rest of your Sunday. I hope you have Sunday dinner ready. And keep in touch. Whatever you need, I'm here. Just leave a comment in the group. Bye, guys.